but a hardcore complainers continue causing trouble. Well, you'll be glad to know we finally put their minds at rest. For a very long time indeed.
First.
Hey guys, good morning. How's Trap doing? How's Dude Meister? Weekend is about to start, and then Monday I have to go back to work after 2 weeks of vacation. I hate it. Spitfire, good morning. Oh, you have a long weekend. Nice. Ooh, work, exactly. I only have to work for 3 days at first. Then I have 2 days off, but then I have to work the weekend. Not ideal. What is the schedule? Yeah, next week I have Thursday and Friday off. But then I have to work from Saturday to Thursday. But then I have a long weekend. Because it's midsummer in Finland. Then it's back to more of a normal schedule after that, at least for a while. Yes and no. I mean, we get better pay during weekends and very early morning shift from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So, you know, I can still do kind of my stream schedule normally. Wow. Well, that's a start. Well done, Curip. First try today, best today. Hello. Loud! Not for you, but I have to do something. There. There we go. Ooh. Wikar! People waking up. It's good. Lude. It was that as well. Oh man, imagine that beginning, you know, this frame with Rick naked. No, without his coat on. That would be lewd. Hello. Hey, Dread Breadcrumbs. It's not mine, sorry. I stole it from Star Control 2, which is one of my favorite games. Hey, Alex Murphy. It's kind of like if you look at Rick, he kind of has that, you know, trench coat thing going on, like a flasher. Now that I think about it, he starts to look pretty creepy. I mean, he has a belt on. I don't like that intro screen anymore. Well, let's start running. Because that's what we do. Rick the Lewd Detective. Solving cases with dynamite and bullets. Yeah, no belt loops, but I think it's like a short coat. I don't know what's going on there. We should put some music on a little later. Let's do a couple of runs without, so I can, you know, kind of get into the game a little bit. So we have a world record from yesterday. It's 1834 or something. So it would be nice to break that today. But my main goal is to get gold. Well, that's just RNG. We can't help that. Our main goal is to get a gold level 4, which is pretty hard to do under all that pressure once you finally make it to level 4. But we still don't know, like, the limits of this run before we get that. Fix his dynamite wherever he possibly can. Deep in the caves. I don't like the sound of that. Going for gold. It's a hard level to get a gold in because first we need to even get there, and there is some, you know, pretty considerable RNG in that level still, and a couple of hard jumps. It's overall like probably the easiest level to play. The Santos. Yeah. That should be the tagline. Yeah, it's now rated R for Rick. You can just call him Dick Dangerous. Get it done with. I mean, supposedly his name is Richard. It might as well be called Dick. Too high up. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Practicing a couple of times before we reset. Yeah, it is the brown pixel just before these gray pixels here. This one. When Rick's hat hits that, then we need to do our move. In those kind of double or multiple meanings used to be a game. A few of you did back in the day when you played MMOs. Improbable superheroes, villains. You know what kind of a super villain actually superhero I always wanted? Like you have these Batman, Aquaman, Spider-Man. I thought Squirrel Man would be super good. Imagine how agile those guys are, and then their biting power. He could also like be like a flying squirrel. Super Villain, Super Wiccan. Roller coaster. What does he do? The only problem is that squirrels are like super cute. So it wouldn't be that like believable, or you know, wouldn't have any street cred. What kind of cheap ass amusement parks do you go to, Trapshot, if the one thing you associate roller coasters with breaking down? I've never seen roller coaster breakdown. I've heard of it. Vomit man. Ooh, nice. Oh, but I landed on the little rock there. I'll save you. I have to squat every step towards you against my own will. Oh, I mentioned involuntary athletics, man. Have to squat every step towards you against my own will. Yeah, I don't think that makes for a good, you know, superhero. Trapshot is the one breaking down because he's scared of roller coasters. I am kind of scared of amusement park rides breaking. But it's about the end of it. I have a pretty big playlist here, but still like a little bit bored of it. Yeah, improbable ones, yeah. Face mask man. He spends so much time choosing from his collection of masks that the crime has already been solved. You love roller coasters, but you don't fit in them? Where do you live? Oh, shit. Wrong. Yeah, whenever we play music, there's gonna be double music during these intros to the level, but only for the live stream. But you know, that's.
Please be advised the subject is considered 8-armed and ugly.
Why am I being busted so early? I mean, that wasn't the best play, but... Oh, it's Spy Man.
In position. Ready to breach.
Dirty checkmark, rat. Good morning to you too, Spy Man. Gentle, fluffy, dominatrix squirrel. So did you, Alex, did you used to go to roller coasters and can't anymore? Or do you just, you know, like watching them and you kind of have an experience that you miss? Damn it, I'm jumping too early. There's this like really old school roller coaster in the amusement park nearest to me, Helsinki. It's from the 50s. It's like, it's pretty tame, but it's nice to start out the day with, you know, at the amusement park. But man, it rocks and bounces like so bad that it actually makes my back ache some days. Built, no, it's this big, huge wooden structure. Slowly got too big. Okay. You know what you're missing out on. I don't know if that makes it better or worse because you had the experience. But you know that you liked it. Too bad you can't do it again. I read the chat a little bit more closely once I fail this run. A brown pixel. These guys are the worst. Ugh. Nice, okay. The lower dude was a little bit slow, but we got through that. And get the dynamite. And don't die. Good jump. Nice. And this jump, another toughy. Not like fudge toughy, but a tough thing to do. Nice. It's a chill on this one. Man, I was watching Ted. I redeemed Ted to Ted Sock to play Odyssey for 3 streams and did end up beating it that time. But always when I watch that somebody play that game, I'm kind of envisioning these changes and upgrades I would like to see in that, like doing an AGA version. One of those things is adding music to the game, but a lot of other things that you could do. It's a great game, but you know, as with all great games, they could be even better. All right. I think I want to have those columns the other way around. Live split. Now the first one is showing a comparison against the PB, which is the world record, and then the okay, well, we got through that. Maybe I should start shooting that guy. I think that saves more time than doing the Egyptian later with the bullet. Oh shit, that doesn't sound pleasant at all. Oh shit, did I do it? Okay. I forgot our strat there. As it goes, like the first runs are me trying to remember what I'm doing. Which is weird because I played this whole day, basically yesterday. Streamed first and then I still practiced it in the evening. And you know, you still kind of forget those little things. Especially the tactics that have changed. Oof. There's a few rides that kind of physically hurt me. I'm not a big fella, but just, you know, the pressure of the restraints, the force that they push them down with, it's sometimes like a little bit too much. Like my thighs are often really hurting. Kind of takes the joy out of it. Okay, we survived that. Let's see the next one. And we got like good first triplet set, so this is like a world record pace anyways. Okay, Snake led us through. Looking good. The next screen is mummies. Right, let's oof. Jump. Got that. Well, okay, our next hurdle are the triplets below. And this guy here. He might be a nuisance. No. He'll let us go through. That's nice. Oh man, you guys are having an interesting discussion, I bet, and I can't read it yet. I have to wait until I fuck up. I'll get to it though. Please let me through. Hello. Damn it. Okay, well, try to still finish it. Then for Pickle, good morning. Yeah, I won't be trying, or rather, I won't be waiting for too long in that situation. When we're on a good pace. Because, you know, if it's like a 20-second wait, why bother? When we're on good pace, we're just gonna assess the situation first a little bit, but then we're gonna go for it. How's Linford doing? How is the game coding progressing? Did you get over the hurdle that you were wrestling with last night? Okay, this guy giving us good RNG. That was a pretty massive time loss. So, like, maybe if we play perfectly and get perfect RNG from this point onward, we could still PB this, but it's unlikely. Yeah. Like, it's been fun to just, you know, do things that you wanna do. I've been getting my running and gym, you know, schedule together again. No, work not coming in the way. So I think now I should be able to keep going, even though I will start working, hopefully. Yeah, I don't mind running during the winter or anything. It's just mostly being that I've been either sick, I haven't had time, or some, you know, muscle issues, whatever. Ooh. Okay, we made it. We're losing a lot of time though because of that triplet thing, but that will be the nature of the runs. That's nothing we can help. It'll just happen because it's an RNG check. I think if we do a perfect level 3... Oh shit, no, we can't. We had a pretty good level 3 on our PB. We only lost like 10 seconds in level 2, so... But what we could still do is get a gold level 4. Which would help a lot in assessing, like, how low can we go. This song is from Swimming Music from Traps and Treasures, which is a game I never knew existed when I was a kid. Learned of it through Twitch, and it's now one of my favorite Amiga games. Playthrough of that game is so much fun. Such a good game. Thoroughly recommend to anyone. Papis being mean again. Was insulting me.
Idiot.
Like that. Just like that. Okay, barrels. I'm scared of the barrels. Probably don't need to do that zigzag. But it always looks like the barrel is getting very close. And because the barrels have these like huge hitboxes. Uh-oh, that might... Okay, it was still close enough. Yeah, I don't want to take chances. But at the same time, like the soldiers getting closer. Scary. What happens now? Soldiers? Yes. And then the next screen is the start of the very difficult section. Good music choice for this. Got it. Nice. Okay, good. Keep going. Difficult jump. As I said, difficult jump. Okay, we're fucked. Best thing to do is to kill ourselves. I hate that jump. It's so precise. But we can still get the gold in level 4. Which is today's goal. Ah, did we go down? That was too fast. I struggle with these jumps here. The other runners make them look so effortless. Can you say that? You have to say that they do it effortlessly. I can't remember what comes next. Okay, this. That was a late jump. I'm more scared of that now because I died there once. They kind of start overthinking it. Oh shit, I climbed down too fast. So the bullet didn't hit. That's happened like once before. Yeah, and this game, once the screen starts scrolling, it takes hitboxes from the weapons with it. I didn't even register that that guy wasn't dead yet. Now we can't do gold level 4 anymore. Because the gold strats involve deliberate death. I probably didn't need to kill myself there because I died in the previous screen, but Again, I don't want to learn bad habits. Holy shit, this dude is... Like, I can manage these jumps if I don't have to hurry and panic with fighting another dude at the same time. But man, that one guy, whenever we were doing a full run, such a pest. Oh, you can't say that. I don't even know what this music is from. A game or a demo? Or it's just a random track? Alright, let's try to at least get to level 4. Still something we can do. We can still finish the game. Not with optimal strats. But, you know, good consistency, you know, for our early first runs. Finger was on the wrong button. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, I got confused by the split-in thing. That was a huge problem the first time I started playing this. Like, having to do all that shit, because in Rick Dangerous 2, you have a long intro that you're just, you know, fast-forwarding through. So you have plenty of time to split and then return here and get your bearings, but in this one, it's so sudden. Alright, let's see what I missed. Usually end up going to Alton Towers here. I don't know what that is. Then to go on Nemesis and Rita. Haven't been on Nemesis since the refurbished, altered it a few years ago. Yeah, I guess Alex Murphy knows what you're talking about, but I don't. After those things, you stop trying till you lose some weight. The guy couldn't get it close, so took a couple steps back and kicked it shot. Oh. Ouchie. I'd give you the escort off, kind of shove you around, and be loud about you doing some illegal GoPro shenanigans. So the people in line would cheer you all the way out. What must be scary on Sonic Spinball? That's actually a ride. Top of the tower and the cars don't stop, so they were trying to get it buckled. It's going towards the edge. Last words were, well, that's minimum safety. It's like extra extra horror. Isn't that what you pay for when you go on rides? Alton Towers was great, been several decades since you've been. So, is that, where is that? I don't think you guys live near London, right? Mr. Demi, how goes the speed running? We had a good first run, like a first deep run there, to level 4, and then I screwed up. But it's promising, as I just woke up. How's Kata doing? Alton Towers is in Midlands, in Stoke and Trent and Derby. Pinball is a roller coaster where it spins you, so you're pressing against the restraints all the time above 50 feet off the ground. Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I visited Peanuts in the summer. Made sure that I don't see Trap Shot. That would have been too scary. Yeah. I mean, we might do it this summer too. I have whole August off. Yeah, it was just you know, we were there for one day, so we just took a a little bit stroll around, you know, their town, and went to cafe and a restaurant in the evening. Hung around with their kids and stuff like that. That would be kind of cool, like, to go to amusement park, though. Take Trap with us. Unbuckle his seat during a ride so it goes flying off. Just as a joke, yeah. Try to time it so, you know, when the ride is taking the automated picture of how fun you're having, that's the frame when Trap is flying off. Remember the moment forever. Too bad I don't usually get to buy child tickets just based on my, you know, mental age. Oh, that's a good point. Tall enough to ride. I've been thinking, like, maybe a little bit more amusement parking. I'm sure that's not a term, but I made it up. Let's see if it catches on. This summer, I might visit a couple other places in Finland. I haven't been in the Tampere Särkänniemi amusement park since my childhood. I was so young that I can't even remember anything. See the cranks. That would work. And then there's this power park, you know, middle center Finland. Oh shit, that was too early. Now my finger slipped. There we go. I've never been there, but it has a lot of rides from Linnanmäki, which is the closest one to me, that were taking off. Like they you know, sold them and got new rides, but those rides were like my childhood favorites, so they would be at the other park, and they also have some super cool new ones. That would be a fun visit. Doing alright in this first level. It's that one screen that always gets me. Well, not always, but often. I would like to be more consistent in that, but it's just very hard execution because of the strats we've chosen to use. Yeah, Simon the Sorcerer, this one. That game has excellent music. It's one of the prettiest game on Amiga. Depending on the day, I can't decide between Rough and Tumble and Simon the Sorcerer. Nice, okay. Pretty good. I took a little stutter step in the beginning because I couldn't remember which screen that was, but it kind of works out because you would take a delay anyways falling down because you push against that ledge. Didn't lose time. I don't know why I push against that rock so early. I could die. Here we go. Nice. Thought I did it a little bit too early. It's not like pixel perfect, frame perfect trick, but the window is just small. As with that. Okay, that was good. That was good. We're cooking now. Cooking with gas with Rick Dangerous. So weird you can be like in the middle of that explosion sprite and nothing happens. Music? Yeah, somehow I missed this demo when I was a kid. I remember State of the Art. Nine Fingers, though, I don't remember seeing. My favorite demo back in the day, Amiga demo, was Odyssey. That's this 40-minute space adventure story. I would just put that on and just sit at the computer and just watch it. Felt like a little bit of like a movie, short movie. Always wanted that they would have made a game of it. Okay, that's pretty much what we expect to get. 3-second gain, and I forgot to change the order of those columns. Doesn't make sense that way. Ah! Fell off the goddamn ladder. Damn it. It's hard to estimate like how much you can move because the screen scrolls while you're climbing, and while the screen is scrolling, you can't move. So I try to move before it, but then if I keep moving after it, death. And if I don't manage to move before, bad. Do you like point-and-click games? Not generally, no. Universe and Simon the Sorcerer are kind of exceptions, and then Quest for Glory on DOS. But I think it's just mostly that they were games that I played back in the day. I have some kind of like sentimentality towards them. But I don't like gravitate towards them. They're not really my jam. I'm eventually going to do the Indiana Jones games. I think. Because that's something from my childhood. I remember my brother playing a lot. But always like usually tied to something in my past. I follow Root here. He's going through all Sierra adventure games chronologically. I think I get enough just watching that. And I don't get the urge of playing the games myself. He's coming for me. Too bad we lost that time already. First screen. In a way that I don't usually die. Wonder how big of a loss it was. Like Escordian says, we need splits for every single screen. If I used an auto splitter, you could do that. Except we have that one screen. That we triggered twice. I don't know what the auto splitter would do there. I'm trying to think of other point and clicks. Like, Monkey Island never felt like something I would want to play, so I've never played that. The other Quest for Glory games haven't felt like something I would want to do. King's Quest, no. Base Quest, no. The Dig is something I do want to explore. Beneath the Steel... What's the, Steel Sky? What's the full title? I feel like I'm missing a word. Beneath the Steel Sky. There's a word there. An extra word somewhere. Yeah, that also, like, not interested. Yeah, the Dig seems cool. I don't think that's on Amiga. Oh, okay, well, that worked. Oh, there's a sequel. I thought it was just a single game. Oh shit! Little bit of delay there. Oh, later puzzles are dumb. Oh, Discworld is something that I keep hearing about. But yeah, typically point and clicks don't really interest me. So it would have to have like a unique thing to it that made me interested in it. Full Throttle is fun to watch. Not really my thing, though. Ah, shit, we hit the worst possible frame. Can you oh, you can recover like that. Yeah, we've been having trouble with the ladder lately. Let's try it again and then reset. Because this run can't go anywhere anymore. There's this, like, one frame with that Egypt animation where he can actually kill us. And we've hit... Oh, that was the rando, dude! I thought it was the, thought it was the pattern guy. Sam and Max, Day of the Tentacle, Grim Fandango. Yeah, I remember my friends playing all those games, and me being zero interested. Oh, the sequel is from last 5 years? Beyond the Steel Sky. That's probably just for modern systems, right? Demi-Zero, no sugar, no interest. Speaking of no sugar, my drink for today, if I finish this one, rather sizable cup. I love this song. Okay, that went a little bit worse than the previous run. Point and clicks, though, for streaming can be more fun because you have the chat possibly playing with you. Like with Routier, what he does is that, you know, if you don't know the solution, you know, feel free to constantly guess and suggest stuff like that. So it's kind of like this fun together activity being in those games. And that's how I would have played the games, like, back then. That previous song, shit. I know where it's from, but I can't remember the song anymore. Ah, Wolfchild. Wolfchild has a great soundtrack, and the last level music is simply amazing. Yeah, I had to take the Wolfchild sticker off my monitor. It was always there for just, you know, as a temporary filler, because I was so proud of having beaten that game. I really love it, but it didn't fit, you know, the criteria ever. The criteria for the you know, the stickers on the monitor are that they have to be games that I played back in the day, games that I loved and didn't beat. That could be considered Amiga classics, and I did not know of Wolfchild back in the day. Never played it. I would have loved it, for sure, but I didn't know of it. Illegal sticker! Banned immediately. Well, it wasn't banned immediately, though. Quite a long while. And I also, like, added a space there already for the next game, so I have some motivation filling that gap. Usually I keep reorganizing the stickers so that they're evenly spaced. And then rearrange them when we do a new game. But we can still take off the, you know, to-do list tape. Not sure if I want to get rid of the Amiga Live and Game Night stickers, though. But also the post-it thing is covering quite a bit. Oh, damn it, of the monitor frame. That's a lot of wah. Do you know what this music is from, Trapshot? It's a pretty, it's like a hidden gem. It's a hidden gem on Amiga. Not too many people know of it. Man, Curip spoiled it. Now Trapshot will just copy the answer. Well, we weren't doing a trivia, so it's fine. Yeah, the frog. What is this song and why isn't it playing? Oh, there's like empty space now. Song is playing, but there's nothing in it, and it's like 5 minutes long. 4 minutes at minute 30 at the okay. Beep, boop, beep. You have to be on the very you know, there's one pixel perfect position have to be on the ladder once you climb off of it for that glitch to work. We're jamming that trap, that, you know, that crate with spikes, so that doesn't come down. Robux! Got it. I know game has this like therapeutic chill atmosphere without the music, you and the gameplay. But sometimes, you know, especially when you're speedrunning this or playing it for a long while, it starts, silence becomes so loud you feel like you need something in the background. Same with Odyssey. It mostly just has like this wind sound effect at the most, and then the sound effects of steps that echo in the caves. I would have added some music to that. Possibly like chill flute tunes or harp tunes or both. Like different areas of the game. I feel like they would have worked nicely. Something like really simple, atmospheric, ambient style. Just sets the mood. Maybe some classical guitar. Kind of like medieval fantasy type things, but like really simple. Maybe just one instrument. Also have low drum beats. Like more, you know, intense sections. And then you have to land on that step that I did. If you land on the one with the pole, then the green scroll doesn't remove that trap, doesn't jam it. Little triggers. I think it's probably the you know, toughest trick this level. Actually not. This is the hardest. Yeah. Getting your character on that platform. Like normal people do it like this and then they do that. Like, okay. Not much delay, right? But it fucks up this guy's pattern. If we do that, we always get through, yes. But then... Okay, we can't jump that dude. We, holy shit. I didn't think... Usually when we do that, that guy, we can't make this jump. Tried to question myself. Should I do that trick to get 0.2 seconds? It's probably closer to 0.5. Because usually when we wait for the spear, this guy is coming towards us when we jump and then we die. So you have to, like, it's a cumulative thing where, you know, you take a delay and that means you have to take another delay. So it adds up. It would have been like a second we spare and then that's fine. But if we can't jump that guy and this still... been pretty good at it. Hard to decide. Wait a minute. Oh, what? It removed the source entirely. This song didn't end. I wonder what happened there that... Oh. Well. I missed out on a lot of Amiga, like good Amiga games. Ones that could be, or probably would be considered classics. First of all, Rick Dangerous 2. I never knew there was a second part. Lionheart, Risky Woods, Arabian Nights, Soccer Kid, Yo Joe, Harlequin, Super Hang On. A lot of... I don't think I had a single motorcycle racing game. I would have been all over those. Overdrive. Probably others that I'm forgetting now. But yeah, it's weird, like, you can consider a game to be like the absolute most important Amiga game, and you think that that was the same experience for everybody. But then somebody comes along and says like, I never knew of Moonstone back in the day. What? Everybody had that game. And the same for, you know, me missing out on Lionheart, for instance. Wolfchild. Massive, massive titles. It's just more surprising with Amiga because everybody was, you know, copying games. With NES, you can understand it. I mean, you got what you got. It was usually like 15 games or something. Oh, you had an ST? Yeah, I never knew there was such a thing as an Atari ST before Twitch. I never knew there was a Sega Master System. Like, oh, Sega had a 8-bit system. Okay. Never knew of PC Engine, ZX Spectrum. Well, then there are the more fringe ones like FM Townsend. The X68A, I don't even know. Also, like the later Sega models, like Saturn. No idea that was a thing. Yeah, this is not a fast level 1, but I don't feel like resetting, so I'm gonna go with it. And I forgot which the columns again. Okay, I swear I'll do it next time. Trying to remember. Yeah, our PB level 1 is pretty bad, so we should always be beating that by about 3 seconds. So now that we're almost on pace with that, it means that that wasn't a good run. I'm still kind of thinking about this part. Should I kill this guy that comes here with the weapon? But the thing is that you have to wait for him to come down anyways. So killing him with the dynamite, much safer. You save resources in case some of these later dudes cause trouble. Well, yeah. I mean, living in Finland, one thing, but also like you live in that little bubble in your hometown. And also like we did have gaming magazines and all that, but being so young, I didn't really, you know, focus on them that much. I don't remember what I read, if I read stuff. It was mostly like, for me, everybody had the NES. And then when Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, that stuff came out in Finland, everybody was, you know, I guess too old for consoles already, so we went on to DOS gaming. I was the odd one out with the Amiga. Had one Amiga friend. And after that, like, yeah, you wouldn't just keep up with the other systems that you wouldn't use anyways. So we're going with safe strats now, because we died. That's world record dreams over. When that guy fakes me out. Now we're gonna have to get the weapon crate. Hello. Hey Rex. That wasn't a successful sneak. So you coming in? Okay, this will be a slow level too, but can pick it up from there then. The main goal is to get a gold in level 4 and to get some practice with these other levels. The world record is not good. I can say that because it's mine. I can mock it all I want. With these strats, we should be getting a sub 18, but I keep fucking things up. So even when things are going wrong, we might still get a world record, even if we're not even pushing for it. Oh, it was the bot that caught you. Damn it. Alright, so we're gonna take our time with the other triplets. This will probably add another 20 seconds to this level. Already low. Yeah, they're all on that side. And you can see, like, even when it looks like they're giving that gap to you, if they just happen to turn, they immediately, like, close the distance, and suddenly there's no space. On world record pace, everything going well, we will just go down. Because they might, even though it might look like crowded, they might get out of the way while we're falling. That would be just perfect. That's what I'm shooting for. Trying to escape my bombs then. At least, like, we're not constantly stuck in level 1. It's much more refreshing to kind of get these runs to maybe level 3, maybe level 4. Something we need. Especially to help me remember the screen progression. That is something I do struggle with. Ladder time. This is something I came up with, by the way. The other guys just go around there like they're supposed to. Game, but you can fake out that spear. It's super hard, but it can be done. Soon we will start seeing clock wind down. There it goes. Gold is gone. And soon so will be our EB. Uh-oh. Right. But can save this time in level 4 easily. However, that means that we will have to get a good level 3. 14 seconds, that's not too bad, considering what happened. Dying, doing save strats, and then waiting for the second set of triplets. Okay, tough. Oof, okay, good. That was a little bit too early of a jump. We made it, nice. Pretty good on level 3 at the moment. It's not a simple section because we have to leave some guys alive. If you kill all of the guys above, all of the guys spawn down below when you get to those other screens. And like if you have randos there, that's trouble. Because you never know what the randos are gonna do. So we're controlling RNG there. So that we get more consistency. And also, it means that we have always the same amount of resources. So we can actually like map this level out. I think like the route that I, you know, did with reboot. I think it saves like, what, even 20 seconds? What the other guys were doing. Hate that part. Always feels like I'm gonna die. Lucking out. Difficult screen here. Got it. Have to do things so fast because of the upstairs guy. Goes down. Ooh, almost missed that jump. Have died there. Yep. No! It didn't die. That's good. Obviously a huge delay, but we're mostly shooting to shooting for getting completed game, maybe gold in level 4. Still on pace to get a PB if level 4 goes right. And no, everything else here in this level. Almost touched him. Yeah, they retain their hitboxes even when they die, so you kind of have to stay clear of that. This is a very difficult section altogether, starting from that previous screen. Loads of super precise things you have to get right the first try. Let's wait here so that guy goes down immediately. Nice. Okay. He can. That's a rando, dude. He follows you vertically, but horizontally, he's random. Must be giving me space there. Dog is the next one, I believe. I wonder if I should actually practice to get on that platform where the bonus is, because it makes the dog jump way easier. That might be something that we need to do. Because I'm getting really scared of that dog. Oh, I love that strat. Glad I figured it out. Remove some of the waiting. That's like the most time save compared to the other runners you get, because we're controlling a lot of the RNG and removing it. He's gonna do it again. Oh. That guy's so annoying. I wonder if I could get rid of him somehow. Yeah, intentional death, because each life we get 6 bullets and 6 dynamites. That's the fastest way of replenishing it in that situation. Like if I would go for ammo crates and, you know, dynamite crates, that takes longer. We're gonna take a deliberate death there and with the gun. I forgot what screen it was, so that I stopped. Not too far behind. It's gonna be like 20 seconds, but that is something we can catch up in level 4 if we do it right. Okay, this is one of the more difficult spots. There we go. Please come down immediately. Thank you. So already, we have saved a ton of time compared to the previous run. Like 30 seconds. Right. Then we have this jump. Scares the shit out of me. Fucking hell, there he goes. That jump is so difficult to pull off. Yeah, level 4, it like doing a first playthrough of this, getting there, just waste all your lives trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And since I was playing this in the original manner, that doesn't give you any level selection options. You just had to start from the beginning every time, so that's what I did. So whenever you die there, I would go back to level 1. Do the whole game again, get to that screen. Wow, okay, we're not... I have enough bullets this way? Take off, Wilson. Yeah, I would have to do the whole game. Get back to that position.
Never give up, never surrender.
Hey, Scordian. Two bullets. Oh, I probably can't finish this because can't take the death anymore.
Welcome, Megatron.
Unicorn!
I am Unicron.
Bad luck with that as well. Hey, Unicron. You're here too. Notice me, notice me. I can't bomb that one guy though. Can I bomb that guy? This guy I can, but the next soldier, we'll see. So he's a proper follower then. Like this guy, do I have space to bomb him? Oh, I do. Okay. I can still finish this. This won't be a good run, but you know, we haven't finished too many runs. This would be the 4th. Oh shit, a little bit early, but that doesn't really matter. 1910. That's our slowest finished run. But it would still have beaten the old world record that we didn't set. Yeah. So it's not too bad. If you ask me how goes it, might really tell you and nobody wants to hear you rant. Well, whatever you wanna do. The current record is shown here. This is my PB run. The first level is, at 3 minutes 32. We finish the second level at 9:35. Level 3 there, and level 4 we finish at 18:34, which means it's the world record at the moment. Here is our sum of best segments. So, the theoretical pace that you could do, but we still don't have a gold level 4, which means this would probably be closer to 1740. And I've marked my ultimate goal like 1755, but maybe 1750. Like, if we just don't die and we get good RNG in level 2, I think 1750 is like, well, within our grasp. I'm gonna switch those a little bit. The golds are first. No, not like that. There we go. Who else is currently competing? Currently, nobody. Did say that he was coming back to this. And he did submit a run a couple months back. But I haven't seen anything from him since that. Yeah, exactly. Pick this game up, start playing. I would like the titles to say compared to goals and current, but that doesn't fit. Is this useful information? Having the goals be there like that? And maybe move them down to the last one? Not really? You'd rather, you rather have like the minus plus thing there. I think this order is good. Oh, you were answering pickle? Okay. I wonder, like, it's good to have like this here constantly showing. Back in the day, you thought it was difficult. Speedrunners make it look easy, and it's not easy. And up until recently, this game was, well, I guess, yeah, the 3 games that have taken me a long time to beat on stream. This was basically 9 full streams. Walker was 10 streams. Hit Chaos was 16 streams. Yeah, speedrunning it, yeah, that's difficult. If you use the level select option that was available in the later versions, you can learn the levels pretty nicely, easy, quick. No, I was just saying that you said you thought it was difficult, but yeah, it really is. and it still is. That's why, look, 425 runs, of course some of them are full starts, but four finished runs. Of course I reset, I don't try to beat every run, but still, it's not often that we make it to the end. Wondering, like, should I have this or this? Because previous segment, this show, like, it's showing this run, right? I would like to have much more columns. Let's do it like that. Oh, yeah, I understood it, but, you know, answered that too. Like, it's not easy. Most of this game is memorization, like, and the first playthrough experience is finding out where the traps are. You learn by dying. But speedrunning, you know, we already know everything. So it's just platforming and trying to figure out what's the fastest way of going through screens and all that. 4.5 streams. Yeah, I did this first. And I don't think you started from the beginning every time. That doesn't compare. Yeah, figuring out a single screen in, like, level 2, like the jump with the spears, I would always have to play first level and then half of Egypt to get there, and try to think of something else, and I would maybe have 2 or 3 tries, and then back to the beginning. Yeah. I felt that it was a better experience, looking back, like a more memorable one. But I only did it because that's how I had to play it back in the day. And I never got even past level 1. So I never saw level 2. And I'm kind of sad I didn't do the same thing for Rick Dangerous 2. I think that was 6 streams or something. Because of the level practice. But at the same time, how long would that game have taken? And, you know, the level selection was always there. So there was, like, no reason not to use it. Yeah. Like I said, like if you use the level selection thing, practice the levels. Like the devs later on realized that you should do the game that way, you know. Not too bad. I think it's mostly like your attitude and expectations when you come into the game. Like if you expect that you can sniff out the traps, you can predict them. You can, you know ahead of time how they're gonna go and find the right solution right away. No, that's not it. The point of the game is to die, and every time you die, you find a new way how not to do it. And then next time you'll try something different, and eventually you discover the way that you're supposed to do it, and then you go by that. Tom Cruise movie. I don't remember that line if you're referencing to, or referring to, quote. I did watch Top Gun. The new Top Gun in the movies, and also the older one at home before that. Oh, Edge of Tomorrow. Oh, yeah, that one. That's a fun flick. Oh, shit. Extra jump. Yeah, let's go fast. Try to do this quickly now. Or die. Another option. It was too far to the left. I should have changed the song. I hate this song. I should take it off the list. Always causes me anxiety if I use it as a background thing. So loud. Everything happening all at once. Yeah. Like, imagine how that would go over with, you know, like the, today's generation of video gamers. It would be deemed so unfair, but I actually love that idea. And like, it was a long campaign for them to memorize it all, to work it out little by little. And yeah, every time you go all the way back into the beginning, no saving, no checkpoints, no levels, no passwords. I think like it would get a lot of PR for making such a, you know, brave decision. Okay, got it. Yeah, tomorrow we're not gonna stream because I'm going away for the weekend. But I will be back for Sunday, but it's going to have to be an evening stream. And we're going to start our first playthrough of On Escapee, which I'm really looking forward to. We played it 30 minutes. during the wheel stream, and I was immediately sold on it. Kind of like Flashback, which I love. Yeah, okay. Almost done with the song. Nice, good jump. Good pace. This is good. I guess. Like, it's a cute game. But still, like, I see people getting so frustrated with the game and calling it unfair when they're playing this because, like, they didn't know what they were getting into. I always knew, so I was having a great time. At least that's how I remember it. I could go back and check the streams. Be proven otherwise, but... Walker, I did not have that good time with. I had to make very, you know, detailed notes for every single wave of enemies in that game to be able to beat that game. Does that now... I think that's like a pretty good setup for our split layout. Have that like extra information if you wanted. That was a really good first level. Oh, you know that you would rage instantly? Yeah, that's not the point of it, really. But yeah, I understand people who don't get it. It's a very, specific. It caters to a very specific taste, I would say.
Let's go.
When was this, Escordian? Oh, 30%. That wasn't that good, Alex Murphy. But it's hard to beat the current best, which is, 100%. Oh yeah, I remember like that. He hadn't even heard of this. Yeah. Like that Moonstone moment. Like, oh, you're an Amiga fan? You never heard of Moonstone? What the hell is going on? And then, yeah, for me, like, some of my favorite games are very late Amiga games that just totally, other people just didn't know of, didn't get to, see them, like Rough and Tumble and Odyssey. But yeah, those weren't part of most people's favorite Amiga games because they already had moved on when those games came along. Thought I wasn't far enough. I was like waiting with the range. Yeah, we're probably doing that every year now. Moonstone tournament. Okay, this is a huge world record pace that we're on right now. The problem is that I now have to go all in with the second set of triplets, and odds of me getting that are not great. And the punishment for missing that is death and a long screen. Yeah, Moonstone wasn't even a late game. That's the thing. A little bit of a delay there. You can take that. It's these guys down below that I'm more scared of. Okay, go. Good enough for a world record, I think. Except when I do that. What the hell? Oh my god. I keep saying, those jumps are tough for me. Look deliberate, yeah, just walking off the edge. Might not be a gold run this. Or, well, I know it won't be a gold. But I wonder if we can still be faster than our PB. With that mistake and the little weights we had. Okay. Let's go with the ladder. Second try, not too bad. Deception got out of the way. It's good. I don't actually know how good our gold is here. I was surprised that our PB was only like... Well, it was like... Was it like 16 seconds in the end? Behind? We can still fuck this up, though. A little bit of an RNG jump for me. Okay, we got it. Nice. Okay, good. Still not seeing... Okay, there goes the gold. It was just that death. World record pace. How about that? Yeah, sorry I can't really focus on the chat too much, but... Yeah, Moonstone is it's a little bit weird missing out on that, as I said earlier. Okay. A little bit of a breather here. Yeah, Ted has had some, like, weird, popular games that he didn't know of. But so would I. Like, I wouldn't know Supercars 2 existed, or Rick Dangerous, had I not had that one Amiga friend. My brother, he was basically, like, curating the games that I got to play. What he redeemed was, what he deemed interesting is what he brought home, and then that's what I played. Okay, barrels coming up. Okay. First hurdle done. Yeah. When I was routing this, I was mostly concerned of Egypt, but I actually now feel that this level is harder than Egypt. It has so many of those difficult jumps that I hate. I don't think I had Worms on Amiga, but my friends were playing it on their DOS computers. Alright, difficult jump. A little bit late. Oh! That was pixel away. A pixel away. Okay. More difficult jumps. This is just difficult, difficult, difficult after difficult. Alright, a little breather here. That was a low grab. We got it. Okay, let's do this slow and give the guy time to land. Oh, elected to go that way. I don't want to wait on this pace. So now we're at the mercy of the next RNG. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. Good. Oof. Shit! I should have stunned him. I was thinking, like, do I dare go through? I was hoping that I would be able to stand on that ledge, but no, the ladder is too close. So had I just stunned him and gone on my way, that would have been good. Where's one of the 2 boxed games you own? Nice. I remember us having boxed copies of games. Some. I know that we had Agony and North and South. But those are the only ones I remember. I'm sure we had others. But I can't remember them. I did have a legitimate disc of Street Fighter, you know, the first one. I think it was like a re-release by what's that instance? Kicks or something. I played that game a lot. It was so funny to me that, you know, none of my friends had ever seen or heard of Street Fighter 1 and I was the only one who had. I never told them how bad the Amiga version was. I just told them that I've played it. Oh, you haven't? Well, I'm cooler than you. You can feel them, but you can't remember them. That sounds sad. Euro Power Pack. Yeah, I can't remember. I just remember that the disc was actually like printed, blue disc with white print on it. Do you guys remember having other colored discs than blue? I think we had red and green discs. White discs. I don't think I've seen those ever. I'm trying to remember, like, what boxed games we could have had. Kind of like thinking Batman. But I'm not sure. Because we might have like bought the Batman collection, you know, Amiga 500 with the Batman game. That like set. So then we would have had that game boxed, right? Naughty Ones is also something that I didn't know existed. Which is now one of my favorite Amiga games as well. Only learned it when John made me play it with him on stream when we were doing multiplayer Thursdays on Amiga Live channel. Back when it wasn't automated. Pometron and me and John often played multiplayer games there. That was a very late turn. Just made it in time. I don't think we had some Amiga magazines, maybe like single copies, possibly like just for the cover discs or something that came with it. So my brother wanted it, so he bought it. But we mostly just had the Pelitlehti games magazine in English. Hello. Yeah, that's too early. Boxed games with combinations of blue and black discs. Black discs. Hi, Retro Swim. I don't remember. Did I say black discs? I should probably ask my brother. He might remember what boxed games we had. I don't know if it's like why it would be important or anything. But I remember like us having like 500 games and less than 10 boxed ones, which I guess is the usual experience, except for these couple of Brits that hang around here, Bobby Seal and Trapshot. They only had legitimate copies of everything. They never copied a single game. A little bit delay there, but I'm not gonna take a reset. Black discs for PC. I don't remember what color. Like my brain says they were blue as well, but I don't know. I don't think we had X-Copy either. My friend had it, and he copied some of, you know, games that he didn't have, but I had. He copied from him for himself, and games that he had and I didn't, he copied for me. But we didn't have X-Copy. My brother just came back from, you know, all sorts of LAN parties and assemblies, stuff like that, and he always came home with like a bunch of new games. And silly me, being young and stupid, I thought that was how Amiga games were distributed. Like they just came from somewhere and, you know, everybody got to just copy them. With NES, it was really clear that, you know, you actually have to pay for the games. On Amiga, I thought like, okay, people are just making games for fun. I probably didn't understand the business aspect of it at all. Somebody just makes games and we play them. So to my defense, I didn't understand I was doing something wrong. Hey Andy, good morning.
Call me Bob.
Bob is here as well. Is it weekend for you guys already, or are you still at work? I still get to have a weekend, but after that, vacation is done. I have to start working again. It's gonna be interesting if I can, you know, keep this momentum of going to the gym and running, having to do work as well. Not the W word. Day off work? Nice. I hate my job so much that I don't know if I would rather be unemployed, but I can't afford that right now. 2 seconds. Oh, almost 3. Okay, caught up a little bit. On train? To the beach? Going to the beach today? Nice. Gonna have a beach day. I don't think we have that kind of weather just yet in Finland. It's getting there, but there's no reason to force that dynamite any further. It just explodes faster if you set it nearer to maybe focus on getting a pension, retiring. No, maybe. Pensioner demiurgy. That probably wouldn't be taken. Senior demiurgy. How about that? Oh, 25 plus? We had that yesterday. Senor. Then I would have to actually like brush up my Spanish. I feel. Have a redemption to make me speak Spanish. Go away! Straight at me. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Go to the ladder! Go to the ladder! No, you bitch. Go! No, don't come back. You were so close. Dead from old age. Nobody dies from that anymore. Gonna live forever. Senile debut. Why do I even stream? Just to get heckled. I mean, sometimes it feels like that. You know, me not remembering stuff that I've done like 50 times already. Oh, also, Minsky's is a game that I didn't know existed before. I think like Pints and Amiga. They kept playing that game there. And I thought it would be a game that I wouldn't like. I don't usually like games like that, but Minsky's it's an awesome game. Why am I talking of Minsky's? Of the song playing right now. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that was what I was supposed to do. I guess you can't call me quick-witted. No idea what this pace is like. Because, had an immediate death, the first set of triplets. But then we had to wait with our safety strats quite a while. But then the second set of triplets was amazing. Utopia! Oh. Well, there goes that. I don't know why. I think I'm mistaking that snake for the snake in the beginning. That shoots with the exact same timing, but it doesn't shoot the last spear. That guy does. Now it's a dead round, but we can still try. Get a gold in levels 3 and 4. Let's push for that. Yeah, I don't... again, yeah. Senile Demiurgy forgets stuff. Amiga music doesn't get much better than this. Mostly because of the, you know, the original work. Original piece. Of course I get that now. The run is dead. Hello. The other Utopia pieces are original, yeah, and not so good. Joey Classic. You like classical music? Welcome. I used to listen a lot of classical music in my teens. For some reason, I don't do it that much anymore. I should. Because it's the best kind of music. Oh, you love it? Those kinds of games are also something that I didn't gravitate towards. Just like, I feel like games that I'm too dumb for. Games that I watched my brother play, enjoyed watching him play, but I kept just thinking like, wow, this is so complex, I don't even understand what's going on, so I could never do this. Got it again. You're being nice and consistent with that new strat. Good. Another game that had tune based on that. Double Dragon. I don't really remember Double Dragon music. The third one has good music, I remember that, but it didn't like stick. The melodies didn't stick. Oh, the movie. Double Dragon. I didn't even know. There's a movie called Double Dragon. Is that like a Bruce Lee movie? Based on the game. I've never heard of this. There's a Double Dragon movie? This sounds like something I should watch. It's like common knowledge. I feel like Bobby now. Bobby Seal is... He has some surprising movies on his list that he hasn't watched. Like I think Star Wars, The Matrix. Oh, this is too far. Yep. What are we gonna do now? We have to kill ourselves. We don't have enough dynamite. I could pick up some down below, but that's... no. Useless. I'm trying to think of like what I can do to offset this, but I can't think of anything. You erased all memory of it? Hey. We're gonna kill ourselves to this guy here. Shit. Yep. Can't afford that bullet either. It's funny how a single thing with my route totally screws everything up. We need this guy to walk down, okay? 4 bullets. Yeah, we can't use them all. We could use dynamite for these guys upstairs. Or go with the stun strats. Okay, we're good. I think I'm gonna practice that beginning. It might be just a simple thing like, you know, doing the same jump strat there. Try that next time. I pressed up while the screen was scrolling. Okay, let's try it here. If I go down here, that doesn't make it. But what if I do this timing? That makes it, and then we can just do this. That's something we're gonna do from now on. Much more comfortable. It's a little bit slower. Because we're not falling while going forward. We're falling straight down. So we're kind of losing a little bit pace there. But having to come here and jump up. Like ever since we died, it has felt very uncomfortable. And if we can avoid it by just, you know, doing that, it's cool. Yeah, it's a simple rendition of 𝑨𝑴𝑰𝑮𝑨's canon, but it's still like it's hard to do that song, so it sounds bad. I don't remember any other songs from Utopia soundtrack. Oh, the villain's Robert Patrick? Holy shit. I must watch it. I think one more run and then I will have to take a bathroom break. I'm drinking quite a bit. Still working my way through with this first cup. It is sizable. I sometimes eat soup from that. What are our current stumbling blocks? Where do we fail? Well, the RNG in level 2 hasn't been kind to us. Yeah, and kind of the RNG in level 3. Like, either making us take a delay, or die, or shoot more than we can. And I'm not doing safe strats. I am pushing for it. Because I'm still, like, hopeful. Every run could be, like, the perfect run. We have the skill set and all that. Like, it's not unobtainable. Would it be faster there to jump over that gap as well? So you take a slight delay pushing against that. I mean, we're talking about 0.1 seconds at the most, but it feels stupid not to do something that could easily be done and that would save time. Ooh, midnight resistance. Okay, that went well. Let's see this one. Out alive. That was a good climb. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Still want a couple of challenging jumps ahead. First one is here. This. Okay, that went well. And then the next one is up there. Spear. Try to stay clear of that. Nice. And got the jump from underneath the ledge. Excellent. Good pace here. I have 2 lives to spare. Just kind of wondering if there are places where we're doing a lot of dynamite kills. We could just opt for... Shit. I don't want to start around with that. That shouldn't be hard anymore because we practiced that and we have like a good strat for it. Yeah, we were past all the difficult shit. It's still not a given. I still kind of have to focus on that, obviously. But it feels bad dying there. Let's try the trick next time. It's not this screen, it's the one after. Demi, you get great ideas. Try a new thing during a run. I can't even remember like how it starts. Is there a ceiling on top of you or not? If there's not, it doesn't make any sense to jump, but we'll see. Oh, well, you can't do it, yeah. Is it faster though? It makes it so much harder to predict that ladder climb or time it. Huh. I don't know. Like, it's probably faster if you can do it immediately. Like that. I think that's faster. Is it a good idea to try to go for it? That I don't know. I have to take a little bit of a bathroom break and then we'll do 2 hours runs. I'll be back soon. Pleasant day to everybody. Super Frog in his pension days. He's been enjoying his time for sure.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.
Off he goes. New adventures. Having fun. I think we're just gonna run more. Hopefully everybody is having a pleasant day. Hopefully you're looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully you will have a great weekend. I always wash my hands. I'm not like you. Brightbat usually speedruns his bathroom break, so I'm not sure if he actually does. Keeps joking about doing the wash hand skip. I'm not sure if it's a joke. What am I doing? Proudly proclaimed he didn't wash his hands. That's a weird thing to be proud of. Speed runs, yeah. Good luck with your runs. Hopefully it's not too unpleasant. Okay, that was pretty fast because I did it in a dumb way. I'm playing way too risky there. This is the original Agony theme. Not using the piano, but the publisher changed the song to using the piano sample that also was kind of fucked up. You should have had a separate sample for each octave, which is what you have to do if you want the piano to sound good on a tracker. Yeah, this is the original better. Oh shit! Now I remember. Forgot to do that thing. We'll remember next time. Yeah, a lot of people really like the piano version. It's just that, like, it's not really a piano arrangement for the song. But it is more of what you would do with what's the thing that Mozart would play on, that little toy piano sounding thing. That sounds like more clavichord. I think we have a different name for it in Finnish. Not sure. But yeah, this has this like kind of that clavichord thing going, but also like with an Amiga twist, because there's this slight synth sustain that goes with it. Makes it sound really cool in my opinion. But also like the piano fits the Agony theme like the theme of the game and the setting and all that. But maybe it's just because I associate it with the piano. So the piano might have been a good call, but it needed to be done better. I still like this version more. I thought it was the worst track. I would just put on the game and listen to that track. Like, how we play the, you know, the, if you can call it intro, we have the burning tree. I would just have that on. I don't remember what other games I did that for that has such a good intro. Well, Chaos Engine was one. What others? Oh, you did that with Utopia? For some games, I had the actual mod tracks for, so I could play them on my mod player. I forgot that again. It's gonna take some getting used to. Also, I should probably test if it's actually faster, because the screen scrolling kind of affects stuff like that. Not sure. Where's Quantic when you need him? Probably taking care of other people's shipments. The wrong track. He does use this sometimes. For a little bit of variety. Quantic does a lot of speedruns for Super Hang-On. That's why we were talking about him. He usually uses the winning run song, which is obviously the best song in the game. Yeah, it's a good song, but you know, you get tired of everything if it's too much. Alright, we've gotten past the most horrible things. There are less horrible things on the way. For this level, there are much, much more horrible things ahead of us in the other levels. The winning run. It's our favorite. Nice, okay. Go. Level 2 is calling for us. Ouch. Oh, Outrun. What's this thing? Outrun Super Hang-On, I meant to say. Quantic is running them both those games, so it might have mixed up. But Outrun has several tunes as well. And that kind of depends on my mood, which I like most. Look at that! We almost hit a gold. That was an amazing start. We're usually like a second behind our gold. Only 0.2 now. And we have very quiet Jaguar XJ20 music. Fine. This is the run, yeah. Wiz and Liz. That's also a game I never knew back in the day. I'm also not sad about it because I'm not really interested in that game. Seems a little bit too cryptic with the potions. And also like the basic gameplay is too repetitive, I guess, for my taste. But it's kind of hard to say just, you know, it's repetitive because I play racing games that just repeat the same track over and over again, and I'm fine with that. And I speedrun, you know, playing the same levels over and over again. specific type of repetitiveness. Oh, you haven't done that playthrough? I thought you finished that game on stream. I've seen Bobby play it. Maybe I created a false memory. Oh, interesting. Are you looking to play that? Oh, that guy turning at the last second. That was awesome. Okay, we're on world record pace, which means we're gonna have to take more risks with the triplets. Not fun. Rarely works out. Okay, so it's on your master list. Cool. Boop. You've heard this track before? Hmm. Not here, I'm sure. Okay, mummies. Let's hope this guy cooperates. He does. Okay, now it's just about the triplets for this level. Just about the triplets. Let's see what we got. Okay. That was a lucky save right there. Okay, no space. I'm going to try to land on that little platform. Jump once. Worked out. Ooh, hey, Teddy. Yeah, I couldn't. Fuck! Like, I couldn't tell which guy was which. And also, I couldn't tell, like, where that guy was going. Damn it. Well, there goes. There goes that run. That's the most horrible thing that guy can do. Is that he can't decide if he's gonna go left or right. He's just meandering there. Go every which way. Because then I can't do anything. But wait. Well, you can still PB, so let's try to do that. More Simon the Sorcerer. Man, that was such a good pace. Yeah, that RNG there doesn't usually give us trouble. So I didn't really count it as being an obstacle for us, but it is. Yeah, what game is TED Talk doing? Oh, still deciding. Better question is, what is Scordian playing today? Do you want to answer that, Unicron? What is Scordian playing today? Five seconds behind from one mistake. Even though everything else worked out. Well, it was a hefty punishment for it, for sure. I think I want to play this game. Just called The Game. Simon Rimmer have Mr. I don't understand those words. Or the context. I have lost the plot. Or chat that has lost the plot. If Rick Dangerous had music, what would the music be like? I feel like it would have to be like really subtle, not to take focus, because like music like this makes it seem like too chill. Kind of hard to imagine music for Rick Dangerous that would fit the game. Okay, they're doing Swedish jokes now. Almost died there. Oh shit, too low. By the way, we don't have, we have a good time for level 3, but we don't have the best possible time. We haven't got a perfect level once. Not that we've had one for level 2 either. Probably only, for the first level. Like, we know, like, pretty much what the limit is. Yeah, but I get the feeling that it means something different in Swedish. And I have a feeling I know what. It's kind of hard to market a product like that. Damn it. Freaking time. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. Like, it throws the whole thing. Oh shit, okay. Throws the whole shit out of whack because you have to get there with specific timing for it all to work out. Won't wanna wait there for too long. So this music is kind of freaking me out for some reason. Okay, now I'm just going for it because that guy just doing that. Oh shit, I forgot. Fuck! I couldn't remember what screen coming. You would think so. Oh, what? Reading chat. Discordian stupid messages that aren't even important. I'm not going for that crate. Death. Not a good level this, but again, we just want to make it to level 4, and we want to get gold there. That's our goal. Yeah, I really shouldn't try to understand, like, keep up with chat when it becomes like a complicated topic that I really have to pay attention to, kind of. I think we do jumps like this, yes. I think the streamer is confused would be a more proper redemption at that point. just joking around. Feel free to talk about anything and everything in the chat. I just might not be able to follow it or even read it during speedrunning. So why are you streaming speedrunning then, Demi? Well, because I wouldn't do it offline. It's boring as shit doing it by yourself alone. And also it's kind of expected nowadays that you do live stream your attempts. Okay, 3 lives. Fuck! The simplest thing, and that's what I fuck up. Damn it! Like, you just wait here. That's it. Not the thing that you should mess up. Okay, well, no gold here again. Sucks to lose it so early, though. Of course, now we make the jump. I tried to find a way to make that jump consistent, but I couldn't find any because the guy up that top of the ladder, he kind of makes it not possible to for you to be able to use jumps. And if you can't like jump your way through the whole platform, then there's no way to, you know, always get the same position. You are more important than the game. I think it's tied. So obviously I wouldn't be streaming. You guys weren't here, but also I wouldn't be streaming if the game wasn't going. Oh, come on. Very rare that he starts doing shit like that. Logging us. Looking good when it comes to like finishing the run though. That's a deliberate death so we get more bullets for the rest of it. As long as you don't move there, the rocket doesn't launch. And that means that you can just fall through this section. Otherwise, all those missiles will launch shit at you. Wait a minute, are we getting a world record with this piss poor run? We are! Okay. Okay, I'll take that then. Look at those times. We were like really close to PB, but behind. But even with taking that death in level 4, we were still 19 seconds ahead. That's how bad it was for our PB run. And still, if you check the golds, we were 26 seconds behind. Hello. That's a very slight gold. It didn't even bring our sum of best segments down. But imagine, if that was our gold run for level 4, how long did it take us to climb all that way up? That must have been like 15 seconds, right? So sum of best segments, like, actually is closer to 1730. But yeah, it's fun to have a world record again. I didn't think we were going that fast because we made a lot of stupid mistakes. And, well, 1814. Thank you so much for the GGs. Escorting Rex, Laser, Tetsock, Unicron, Alex Murphy, Retro Swim, Zemich, welcome also. Yeah, that was pretty good. It's just watching Escordian's emotes. He has a Jank Jason subscription, so he has the other. But you would also have the stance that I have from Jank Jason's. So I'm checking like which ones you used. But yeah, that was pretty good. Like for consistency's sake, the run itself wasn't that good. We had a really good level 1. Obviously, death level 2. A lot of waiting around. You could do much better than that. Level 3. Did we die or have some other problems? Probably. I can't remember. We didn't fall off gold that much. No, 6 seconds. So, must not have been anything major. If anything. Oh, he doesn't have that anymore. He used to. Dude Meister, thank you so much for the GG's. Oh, nice. Unicron. Topical. If he changed it because I have it, it feels a little bit bad because he had it first. Was this the stream? No, I'm gonna stream for at least an hour more. Escordian starting a little before 2 my time. I like that one better. Yeah, maybe. Oh well. Game over. So, in the future, thinking about like what comparisons we're getting here. We're gonna probably be behind every time in level 1, but then we can get a big gain in level 2. And even a better gain in level 4. But I still want to, you know, the previous segment PB. I want that to kind of compare to gold, but is that possible? Best segment, yeah. There we go, okay. That makes more sense to me. Because we see the you know, this PB comparison here. So now the gold comparison will be on there. All right. Let's go for another run. I'm gonna put a marker here. See? I hadn't even submitted the last one, so I'm gonna have to submit 2. I really didn't expect that run to make it. Like, I was sure I was so far behind the pace after I died. Level 4. But apparently, the previous PB had an absolutely catastrophic level 4. So. We're getting pretty close to our goal. while having these super big delays, which just tells me that maybe our goal isn't good enough. But if we just get a run where I don't die any extra times, that should be a sub 18 already. Oh shit, I forgot to jump. Damn it. But yeah, we're probably not gonna be on the green ever again until we break the current record. Oh shit. Yeah, I was thinking of all the things you could add to like Odyssey 2 or Odyssey AGA. Like, I have a lot of ideas for Odyssey 2, but not what the plot would be to make it make sense. But then again, we have Kid Chaos, so we know that plots don't really have to make sense. You know. And I don't care about that stuff when I'm playing. Oh yeah, after Final Odysseys. But maybe it's like Odyssey 0. You know? The prequel. How are you faring in that game, by the way, Scorpion? This is, do you know how long it is, where you are at it, how the puzzle's going and all that? You said that you ran into some bugs or glitches. Would it crash the game or something? Perfect. Now, this is like a really great pace, but I think we're still behind. Oh, you already saved one. Yeah, I've seen Bobby played, but I don't have a clear picture of what a full playthrough is like and how long it takes. Oh, okay, well, we got a gold, so we're a little bit ahead. Basically didn't save any time, though. Save any time from the gold, but... Oh! I don't think we can take that anymore. Save after saving her, so we're saving her on Monday again. Are you gonna go for a 1cc? Does that have like passwords or saving? I guess saving. Seems like a long game, but I think... Is it like the most of the length comes from figuring out the puzzles and not like executing them? Oh, it's not the sort of game you 1cc, okay. Well, sometimes you 1cc games that you really shouldn't. El Condor pasa. Yeah, that's a problem that I have with when ever after, like, you know, modern gaming added saves that you could do constantly. Like, shoot one guy, save. Shoot other guy, save. Oh, you got hit. Load. I find it really hard not to save scum when I have the possibility. Shit. Kind of worked out. And on escapee has saving. Oh shit, too far. Okay. I don't want to leave it too close either, because then if I make the jump, if I do it diagonally, I will immediately hit the hitbox of the spike rocks. Kind of miss Space Crusade. Like, I'm just thinking, like, when we played Space Crusade, we would constantly be listening to tunes while we play it, because that's, you know, really kind of slow game, and you can it does have music, but you know, after playing it for like 50 hours, it kind of gets old. We play other mods, kind of reminding me of those times. We beat Space Crusade with every mission, expansion as well, with every team. However, I did not beat every mission with only one team, which is pretty much impossible when it comes to the later missions. I'm not sure, like, would I go back to the game and try to do that? Because some missions are 2 hours long, and you can lose at the very end. It takes a lot of... Oh, that's too far again. Fuck! It takes a lot of patience, that game. No saving during the mission, only before you go. And there's so much RNG with the random encounters. Booby traps, soul suckers. Like, you can get the job done. It takes like 1 hour to get somewhere and then get the job done. And you could be like at a perfect position. And then you start your trek back. And the computer just keeps throwing the worst possible random encounters your way. Like, it's horrible. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you just keep saving, loading, every time something goes wrong, suddenly you find out, okay, I beat the game. It was pretty quick. I took risks there because of that one missed jump. It's kind of what I felt with Rick Dangerous 2. Like, it was over so quickly that I started like wondering, should I have always returned to the beginning? But I'm sure like I would never have finished that game like that. Like, it's too hard of a game. Valkyria Chronicles, you can save at any point in the mission, but ruins the game if you just keep reloading after every bit. But yeah. Like, I remember playing Jedi Knight 2, the single player campaign, the hardest difficulty. And I wouldn't save all the time. I'm not sure, actually, if that game lets you save, other than between missions. Maybe it does, I don't know. But I wouldn't save, but I would get the heal ability, and heal after, you know, behind a corner after each battle, you know? And that's kinda the same thing. But it's a gaming mechanic, so I don't know. It's like Odyssey and Kick Chaos. They have regeneration or health. I mean, in Kick Chaos though, you're limited with time, so you can't keep doing it. It's different, but in Odyssey, you just keep getting health. Well, then, yeah, and we have retro streamers that keep save stating. Like, they might do Rick Dangerous so that they save state to the beginning of each screen, you know? And work it out screen by screen. Yeah, saves coming, you don't have to learn the game, really. Because you're just, you know, brute forcing your way, basically. But that can be a more fun experience to some people than banging your head against the wall and trying to figure out how to do the game, because some of these retro games are like not user friendly at all. Like it's for sure more fun to do some of these games with save states. But personally, I just have like some sort of weird attitude problem that I won't let myself save state. Obviously, I practice speedruns with save states. I wouldn't do that either. I've heard of people who have actually learned to speedrun a game without using save states in it, which is absolutely insane to me. Like, how do you test stuff? What is the most efficient way of getting through stuff without save states? I don't understand it. Oh, really? That's interesting, Escordian. Yeah, Alex, like, was it the second last mission of Lemmings? That's simple. Okay, good time for level 3. Level 1. Remember, our PB time is really, really good. So if we were just, like, a second away from it, it's good. Okay. That was a delay and a half. Yeah, John told me that, you know, the dev of Amiga Live, he told me that back in the day he would practice games. Another delay. That's a slow first screen. Wow. He would practice games with trainers, like learn how to, you know, finish the game with trainers, and then he would try to beat it legitimately. I'm not sure what I, you know, think about that. Like, for me personally, obviously that's everybody's, you know, everyone's own choice of how they enjoy the games most. I don't think I would feel, oh shit, I couldn't afford that bullet. Okay, this is not going well. Let's hope this guy doesn't climb up then. Don't do it. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to do a very, very difficult sarcophagus zombie lure trick, which I haven't practiced in a while. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, we're just gonna restart the run. Oh, first try! Didn't even lose time there. Oh, of course, this guy will now ruin my plans. Yeah, there he goes. Why don't you guys want to climb ladders? It's much more fun. I know you guys like me and you want to hug, but I won't come down there. And of course, okay, didn't climb at the same time. This guy didn't climb at all. Gonna... Thank you. Gonna have to get the ammo box now. An interesting discussion in chat. I should probably just reset the run, take part in it. But we need to practice. Especially I'm still interested in level 4. If you can beat the game, you can beat the game. How you train doesn't matter. Yeah. That's one viewpoint. But you could also say that, you know, part of beating the game is figuring it out with the rules that have been laid out for you. But I'm not saying like that's the only way. I'm mostly explaining how my brain works and what my brain lets me get away with to let me think that I have beaten the game. Ah, okay, let's... I don't have motivation to continue that run. You never used trainers? I did. I think we beat Chaos Engine using cheats. I remember being at the last level, and I'm pretty sure we didn't make it there on our own. Or maybe we had the money, password, and passwords to the final levels. I don't think... I'm not sure if we beat the final boss or even got there. But I remember the sun, like the fireballs. I don't think those exist until the last level, right? Mostly because at first you were too dumb to know what all the text meant, so you just had to click past it. And later it felt like cheating. Yeah, get that. Retrosmin says, used cheats all the time as a kid when you got really stuck. So you could see what the game was like and tell it was worth pushing through. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, Escorting. Like, I'm also talking about like how I would do things and how I want to do things to be able to enjoy and feel the sense of accomplishment. And that's different for different people. I'm totally fine with somebody streaming a retro game and save stating through all of it if they're having fun with that way. Cheated at Back to the Future 2? How did you cheat in that game? I'm not familiar with it. There like a neat way to cheat? But like, if you think about Kick Chaos, the time limit thing sucks. But you know, if you want to have fun with the game, I would recommend playing without the time limit. But at the same time, that breaks the game, like, completely. Because of the regeneration thing. You can always just wait to get health after getting hit. There's no reason not to. And you're free to explore and test. But the game wasn't really designed for you to get through the first time. It kind of has these...
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. It still has this kind of like dangerous aspect to it where you're supposed to figure it out little by little. Much like Persian Gulf Inferno. You have a 25-minute time limit. You're never gonna beat it the first try or the next 50 tries. You're supposed to work through it very slowly and find out a little bit each time until you can actually beat it. When you played Crackrow games as a kid, you felt tempted? Use the cheat options? As bot games, you tried to beat them legit. Interesting. Did you miss having, like, would you have wanted to have the, trainer options for the bot games as well? We were talking about this earlier and I said that you never had any illegitimate copies. So maybe you never got to use those trainers. Yeah, I don't like... Was there I think there was a crack draw for Lotus 2, right? That would make you get it every time. Like, you couldn't fail. But I remember us really grinding that game. And every time somebody got a password, my sister, my brother, or me, then we would start using that. But we never made it past the marsh stage. Oh. excuse me. Why didn't gunfire? Hurricane 2 I probably used cheats for and still failed. Never played it much after. Some games are like that. Like, you might enjoy it while you're doing it, but there's nothing in it to bring you back to it. In some games, you kind of want to start creating your own challenges for 1cc Deathless, Speedrun. It was surprisingly fast, even though we made a lot of mistakes, but only a second behind our really good gold, so it's fine. Hurricane games are, you know, I can always see myself doing it once a year. As a stream where I play through all of the Amiga Hurricane games, you know. That seems fun to me. Oh, look, the Alien Breed games. Those are also fun to do in a row. Not sure how I would approach the first Alien Breed game now that I have actually speedrun it. How would I do a casual run? Would I just follow the speedrun strats, but like tread carefully, so I don't have to rely on the RNG, but do all the skips that I know? Almost messed that up. I remembered the timing. Yeah, Hurricane 2. I'm actually surprised. I don't think that's the highest scoring game on Lemon Amiga. Like, no, I always exclude games that have like only 10 votes or less. But I don't even know what's the highest rating game on Lemon Amiga. Actually. Go away. Turn. Go. Thank you. Alright. We're good. Stakes go up when you make it through that on your first go. So now you have a run. Great, I was too close. I wasn't. Great. Remember the boop, the wall. There you go. Boop. Oh, that was a long boop. Yep. I even tried to take a delay on that platform and it still didn't help. And now we have to wait all this time. A bad spot to fuck up. That was better. There are safer ways of doing that, of course. But they're slower. So we don't want to do that. I've actually not tried to standardize that in any other way. We might... Whoa, want to. Why did you do that the first time? Yeah. Why do I only get these things right the second time? Alright. We're talking about never-ending games on Snaky Stew's stream the other day. Super Off-Road is one of them. Which is silly because that game has limited amount of tracks. And way it cycles them is like very kind of logical or something. It's like first track, second track, then you get first, second, and third track mirrored, And once you do those, then you get the fourth track in the cycle, starting 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes like that until you have cleared, you know, track 8 both directions. But the game doesn't end there. It keeps going. That makes sense for the arcade. But why, oh why didn't they make the game end after you beat the last track? Because the game just keeps looping after that. It's frustrating playing those games. Like, when is it considered beaten? 100 tracks? For me, it's the first loop. Once games start looping, they're over. Hard House, a good game that I might want to try to finish 1cc one day. I would have to practice all the levels again though. Yeah, I'm not playing that game, or if I do, I'm just doing the first loop. Rest is lazy game design. You want me to play more of your game? Give me new levels, asshole. After the 100th loop, yeah. I've played until, like, with save states, just tried when I was exploring, like, could you beat the game? Level 120. And it just, you know, it just keeps going. Nothing changes. And that's a difficult game, too. To make it that far in the game is absolutely insane. Without saves. I think Galastelia did like level 100 or something, I'm not sure. Dramatic music. It feels like now a replay of how Rick met his end. We should have done this in black and white with this music. There's a trigger for that in the menu. If you press space, you can make this game black and white. We're still ahead of the PB. I'm like completely lost. I was lost like last 4 screens. I had no idea like what was coming next. I'm not sure what's going on in my brain, but it's not much. Hydrate. And go again. So I'm not sure when's the next time I can play this game. Because we have a schedule for our Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday streams. So these would have to be bonus streams. And since I'm working, I won't have time for weekday morning streams. Now, weekday evening streams are, you know, mentally more tough for me. I do have days off Thursday and Friday. So I might play Rick Dangerous next week on those days again. Obviously, we're gonna keep grinding until we get the good time. But yeah, the issue is that if I don't get enough of these sessions, I will kind of lose touch. You can always do save state practicing, but it's a little bit different running the game like this, doing full runs. And especially when it starts going well, you know, the adrenaline that kicks in, how nervous you are, hands are shaking. Like, you can't replicate that for, you know, for your save states sessions. Something wrong with my brain now. I can't remember what screen comes after which one. Probably the fact that I haven't really been eating too much. You know, fasting. Damn it. Which is yielding results. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna be spending my weekend with a friend. And those usually include a lot of, you know, junk food. Messing up that stair with the other one. Oh, look at that. Only two. Wow. That's pretty good. We had 100% earlier, but that's the second best this stream. Speedruns, work days. I wish I could. But I have to be there the whole damn 8 hours. Escortian, not everyone is a sadist like you. Some people want to see them survive. You know, that was the point of the game. Popular demand. They die every time. I'm still looking to make that redemption of mine a little bit more intricate, in that we would have 30 lemmings, 33 lemmings maybe, falling off. Hey, Core Classman, welcome. So you get a little bit more varied results, and it would be harder to get the 100%, but that includes a fair bit of animating and coding. That's why it doesn't exist yet. Tried to push so lightly that it didn't even register. Lemming slaughter score counter. Yeah, well, Cloaked Aliens whole layout thing is just amazing. It's running code in real time and everything interacts with each other. There are Mario stuff, worms, lemmings. Worms are killing lemmings and other stuff. It's so cool. Discordian. Oh, you got 3. It's the 3rd best today. I bet you're really, really happy. More than Retro Swim. Okay, focus now. I don't know what was going on the previous run. I just wasn't with it at all. And I have to, each time a screen loads, I have to start thinking, what is possibly the next screen? I could save like a second here. if I could work out the timing with the dynamites, how close I can get. But I'm not always as far away from them, so it's kind of hard. Yeah, I was just going, hoping that I would get the right one, then going. Fingers aren't even on the keys. It would be much easier if I didn't have to split, or if I could split with this keyboard rather than the other one. I think this has been the most difficult game to handle the splits manually so far. Like, I actually had to practice how to do it. Nice. Got bad RNG that turned into good RNG. Alright, yeah. Just trying to remember the next screen again. Level 3 is the most difficult one for me to remember the order. Ah, good enough. Obviously, like, preferred way would be that, you know, you immediately land on the right one. Or Classman trying this level. Wish? Only one? Nice! Second best today. Also pisses off Escordian, so that's great. I was thinking of trying to claim a game for Escordian, but I probably wouldn't be able to watch it, so I'm not gonna. So Unicron can decide what the first game for Escordian is. I would have to do it during my own stream, which is not ideal. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Major Malfunction. Welcome to the chat. Follows are anonymous, so feel free to lurk or say hi in the chat. Can't really read Major's message yet because I'm speedrunning, but I will get to it. Foot pedal. Yeah, we were thinking about that. And I could do that. But I'm kind of managing my way around it. If I just focus. Because I have the 8-bit do NES keyboard and it has those big buttons. I could just put that on my streaming machine and have that on the floor. Oh, then I could also mute the music with the other button. Great. Great first level. Be the mad scientist you want to be. Yeah, the big red buttons, that's what I'm talking about. Put them on the floor, use them with my my feet. I wish I had like 8 tentacles, then I wouldn't have this problem. Alright, is that guy gonna stay down? Don't climb up when I'm going past you, at least. There we go, good. You have to wait for it. Alright. See you later. I don't think we saved time doing that shot because of this guy. We have to wait for him instead. Does feel like a shorter while though than waiting for the dynamite. Not sure. 10 tentacles sticking out. Hands. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Major malfunction. New to the channel, we do Amiga stuff, mostly on Sundays. Saturdays are variety. I'm working through all Jim Power games, and then we do wheel streams as well. Viewer picks. And Wednesdays are witness days. We play NES games. I'm currently trying to beat Street Fighter 2010. Alright. The world record pace here. Oh, that was close. Let's boop the wall, but not too much. Ready? Boop! So close to the edge that I wanted to do it fast. I jumped too early. The last time I... Oh. Oh, shit. It's too... Well, you can still die, and then I make a save state, and... we'll try this. I haven't really experimented with a better way of doing this trick. Yeah, I was just about to. Like, if I huck this... Oh, but that has spikes, so I can't push towards that. So that would change my timing with that. What happens if I jump when I get down? Instant jump is too high and reaches spikes. I mean, I think there's like something like this. Obviously, it's a little bit slower. But not by much. Should we do that? And now it didn't work even. What the hell? Did I stop there for a moment? Maybe I did. It is a little bit slower. Yeah, there were 3 spears, right? No, if you look at this, the 3rd spear doesn't get to even launch. Russian lemmings, then pang. Something like that. Oh, what? How am I not struggling with that now? Would have made an interesting teacher, especially for weddings. But like that, it doesn't get to even shoot the 3rd one. Whereas if we do the other way around, we're jumping over to that one and the next one. And, you know, that doesn't seem... I could do what I do in casual runs. Which is this. But the first one launches when we get to that platform. 10 stream streak from Core Classman. But I would like to know, like, how I can do our primary strat more confidently. This. Like, if there's some way that I could get that first jump without having to do that wall bump, because it has to be so precise. Could I walk on that platform? It will shoot the third, yeah. So the trick is that we have to be more to the right so that the spear trap disengages. And I usually don't have a problem with this. Like, this is one of the easier tricks in the game. The speedrun. But it just sucks that if you're on world record pace and you get good RNG and then you die here because it's still like rather difficult. May now kiss the bride. Oh no! Like, it seems simple. Is there a better setup for it though? I don't know. Like, trying to move during the scroll doesn't help either. That's like the most consistent way I can think of. You go to this back wall when you landed, then that means it's slower, but you also still have to time it. If you boop this wall for too long or too little time, then this timing doesn't work out. Also, like, if you just, you know, wait on this lower platform. Oh shit. Just wait here and then jump. The spear will always launch. So you have to get far enough to the right while one of the spears is still there, and that's when it won't launch. Like somewhere here, the trigger. There. You have to get that far. That's not pixel perfect or anything. We're just being struggling with it today a little bit. And I don't always start it on the lower platform. It depends, like, how close, like how the wall touch goes. Snakey, welcome. Have you decided your next game? Or did you already stream yesterday and I missed it or something? Snakey, also an Amiga streamer. Keep talking about Desperados. I don't even know what that game is. I wonder if you could use like DX Wind to resize the window. I'm not sure like what system it's on, but it's like an early Windows game. DX Wind might be able to resize the window. Then you could stream it. Commandos, but with cowboys. Yeah, I missed that. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, well, that's... We're gone. I might be remembering the app name wrong, but it's something like that. Like, I use it sometimes to force games to windowed mode if they only do full screen. Like old games. Because I want to play all games windowed.
Good day, mate.
Nefo, welcome. Oh, shit. That was Nefo's fault. Extra jump. And if this is gonna be the world record, everybody will blame you for me not getting a perfect level 1. I'll see myself out. Thanks for having me. It's evening there already. Getting ready for the Escordian stream of the day. Escordian's gonna do viewer picks in about 30 minutes. If you want to pick a game, get there in the first 60 minutes. We're gonna raid over there later. See some Amiga games. Oh, it was a different screen for some reason. Yeah, Escordian streams only Amiga. Does his first playthroughs usually with original hardware. And then Fridays request streams are, I guess, emulation most of the time. There's so many things I still want to do, like layout-wise, that are on my list. This just reminded me of one thing. When you beat this game, you have this guy hanging from, you know, swinging. He has a swing set up for a tree branch. I want to add that to the frog scene. Also add the, what's it called? Zeppelin, from Shadow of the Beast there. Other cute animals. And then I still have stuff to add to the Colin screen. Yeah. Like, I think, like, Croak only runs correctly with a very specific Amiga hardware. And with everything else, like wrong memory or wrong chipset, it runs too fast, I think. Not as bad as I expected from that extra jump we did. We might have even been on par without that. Are you sure, Escordian? Because the game is supposed to start really, really fucking slow. And it's documented, actually, that the game only runs correctly. Like, it's one of the few games that have a very specific set. I'm not sure if it's true for Croak 2, though. But for the first Croak, for sure. Because people don't expect, like, they don't understand how slow the first level should be, because it feels like your controls have input lag, everything is super slow, it's almost unplayable, but that's the point because it builds up. Yeah, it might be something that they fixed for Croak 2, for sure. Because on Amiga Live, I think Croak 2 is running at the correct speed, but often when I see Croak 2, the first Croak played on stream on Twitch, it starts out way too fast. Too fast to Croak. that would have been an amazing name, because it's also Croak is a verb. And you know, it means, doesn't mean like you're dying, so the frogs are too fast to die. Oh man, that was a missed opportunity there. Oh, I messed up the screens again. And it's got cars in it too, yeah. And we can't even do that now because there is a Croak 2 already. We can't do three Croak, 3 fast. Or 3 fast, 3 Croak. Makes no sense. Ah! I don't understand why that small jump happens. I wasn't moving sideways, he wasn't climbing, he wasn't jumping, but he did a small jump. Something weird happening there. Yeah, 3 fast, 3 Croak doesn't quite make as much sense. Fast and the Forgrius. Croak 2 is awesome, like it added the butterflies. Is that about it? No, I don't think it added anything else. Not even 4 players. That would be an amazing addition, by the way. I think 16 players is needed, but 4 would be awesome. Not a fast level 1, but it's like close. Yeah, 1 second off. That's good enough for our purposes. Yeah, it keeps adding more players to games. Terrific Dangers, for one thing. It's crazy. Okay, did good enough side movement there. Nobody knows 15 other people. We do online, though. Why do I suck at shooting and placing dynamites? That's like the most basic thing in this game. Okay, soon we don't even have enough time to actually finish a run here. Discordian stream is starting in 15 minutes, right? $13 minutes. Yeah, you can't shoot them during the fall animation if they're too far away from landing. Still showing 42 for me. I don't think minutes go that quickly. Finger hovering over the game redeem. Yeah, you have to be fast on a Discordian stream if you want to get redemptions in. Your watch is fast. That's pretty fast if minutes go that quickly. What year are you living in? This is now a good run. Keep messing up level 2 now. But you know, you gotta be happy we got a world record today. No, it's not perfect. More sad about the fact that we still don't know how fast level 4 can be. I could time it, you know. Just play that one level and add that as a gold. Maybe I should do that, actually. That sounds like a plan. Add it manually. Because then we know what time I would be happy with, because it's entirely possible that we get a sub 18 run without a perfect level 4. So at that point we would have to make a decision, like, are we still gonna be pushing it? Because if we get a sub 18, great, but if the sum of best is 70-30, then it's not a good time. 1 world record per stream that's a good pace. We had the slowest and fastest time. We had 2 finished runs. First we got the slowest we've ever done, and then we got the fastest we've ever done. Did you guys see the Shadow Fighter characters Kickstart had like reimagined with AI? The Shadow guy looked super good. Just posting them on the Amiga Live Discord. Ooh, that's treading gold territory right there. Good jump too. Struggle doing that with good timing so that, like, you know, do it too late, too early. Not just for dying, but, you know, how much time you waste. Obviously, like, very little significance there, but it's kind of funny to make these, or not funny, fun to make these little mini games for you when speedrunning for level 1, because you're doing that so much. So to make it a little bit interesting, you push that level a little bit more than the others, because you don't lose that much when failing the first level.
You have escaped the belly of the beast.
I don't know if there is a beast or a belly of a beast. That could be an idea for a Rick Dangerous level, though. Start from inside a whale and then you blow it up. The dynamite. No, that's not good. Scratch that. Damn it! Too scared of that. I wonder how big of a delay that was. Second? 2? Trying to now, like, catch it up a little bit, but... Well, that won't do. I tried to land it on a little bit. Possibly the last run of today. Depending how far it goes. How far we get. Didn't achieve gold in level 4. I think I will be timing that. Hello. My own. Offline. Thermal Monkey, welcome. Then again, we haven't done that for the other splits. We still don't have a perfect level 2, we don't have a perfect level 3. So there's still plenty to cut from some of Best's, but the biggest time gain is on level 4. I could time my, like, absolute best and take like 5 seconds off of it. You can still improve it. Oh, this is the run now? This is the final one? We'll see. No, I'm not gonna take that readjustment.
It's a new lap record.
Yeah, it wasn't. Not even for a reset. We've done earlier resets, for sure. Do. Oh, here we go. Got that RNG there. Go! Never stop running. Let's see the RNG this time. And it's good. Rest is a skill thing. I think that's the only RNG in this level. That screen. Unfortunately, other levels aren't as kind with that. They actually tried to tweak the difficulty for this game by making level 2 first. Because they realized that when they're making a game, the first level, they keep just replaying that over and over again. So they keep making that harder so it, you know, stays interesting for the devs. So they made level 2 first, and that is probably the hardest level in the game. And then they made this introductory tutorial. Okay, we're too close to... Okay, this has to be the final one then. I mean, first level only takes 3.5 minutes to complete. Now it's 52. Accordion starts at 55. We still have time to restart. We fail level 1. But yeah, thinking about on escapee and the save. I think I'm gonna have to run it locally. Kind of check out how the saving thing works. This feels like it's gonna be a long game, so I probably won't finish it in one session. And saving on Amiga Live is, you know, a little bit finicky. Good dynamites there. That's good. See this? Perfect. Nice. Okay, good. That's gold written all over it. Ended up being a good jump. Fell too early. Then we land earlier. Good. Habla. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Boop. Good. Have to wait that little while because I was so fast on the climb. Shit, you idiot! Why are you jumping up instead of shooting? Damn it! There goes the gold. Did that a little bit too early, but man, that was fast. We got to that top of that totem before the guy touched it. That's my like mark. No gold for Demi. Hey there, Mosse. Welcome. EP Hammer Egypt level. I've been hearing bad stuff about that one. It's kind of funny. PP Hammer is like technically the same game as Mine Runner, right? Better graphics, but PP Hammer doesn't really interest me at all. Mine Runner I can play all day long. Shit. Well, that's it for today. Bit of a reset fest at the end, but we got a world record. Yeah, tunes are great. No, not denying that at all. But yeah, thanks for watching. We're gonna be hopping on Escordian's stream. He's doing viewer picks today. Every 10 minutes, the viewer that gets there first gets to redeem a game for the wheel. Usually go first hour, within the first hour, because only 6 picks. So if you wanna get a pick in, follow so you get enough channel points, and then just request a game. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. I know this is not the most interesting content, but as long as we keep getting world records, it's interesting to me. At least, it's so much more fun for me to play when you guys are around. But yeah, have a great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday evening. Have fun and all that. Thanks for hanging. See ya.